no! It's not over yet. You've seen those last bosses. There's always a third form.
Wait, you saying that was a second form? That was exactly the same as the first.
Pointless. Your power is running out. This is your last chance to turn things around. It is not too late to overwrite your wound.
How naive. My only wish is to destroy this wretched game industry and absorb your powers. Your charity is not appreciated, so shut up!
R4, you've been doing this to change yourself, right? You can do it with your own power instead of resorting to the tome. It's probably a lot easier that way.
Perhaps my initial motive was to become the true goddess. However, that is no longer the case.
What happened to your voice?
I've awakened to my true inner evil. Oh my dear, how satisfying to have control. I'll keep fulfilling my selfish desires. It is certainly more pleasing this way.
Let's skip the laugh.
She's acting like a funky chicken. Is she going all crazy? R4 is a goddess after all. The gathered power stemming from fear has begun to eat away at her soul. Normal folk call that karma. Are we just gonna leave her? She kinda looks like she's in pain.
I don't think you've ever sympathized with a villain before.
I can feel the overflowing power coursing through me. Histoire, you are worthless to me now. I am born again. Watch closely. My final form, which surpasses all goddesses. The almighty, complete form of a true CPU!
You mean a dragon? Yep, you're a dragon. That doesn't look anything like a pretty, perfect goddess. You wanted this?
You don't have to understand. Just know this is my true power.
So her true power is a dragon? So is this the final
This
Final?
CPU is all we need.
fight?
Item! Item!
Oh, well, we still damage from the previous fight. Oh.
This one is good.
Well, that makes things more complicated. True R4. Now, fire was the weakness of R4, but this thing looks like it's made of fire. Is this really going to be the same thing?
Flash! This is enough for you.
She does look how she said what?
Disappear! Go down already! Take this!
Wait, this may be a more interesting fight. Much better than that second form disappointment. So yeah, this is the actual real final fight. And this is the reason I'm mainly overleveled.
Let's end this now.
Now I swear that was a fart. I'm not imagining it.
Set up! Set up! Set up! Set up! Set up!
Hey, there's music's remix version of her theme. Or about her theme anyway. Why? And went wrong way.
I won't relent.
No matter.
Teeth photon.
It may be better to, you know, do my really slow structure again.
Witness my potential.
Definitely want to transform these characters.
I'll show you my true form.
Set up. Set up. Set up. Set up. Set up.
And that should leave one transformation left to go, and that's Neptune's. And then we can carry on with the fight.
Choppy
No
chop!
matter.
Go!
What?
You deserve this!
What?
Last one!
What?
Transform!
Set up. Set up. Set up. Set up. Set up.
And there we go. Okay, it's now Goddess versus Goddess in full fashion. How much damage does it do? A little bit. What about the second attack? Now you're doing the same thing. It could get really annoying. Especially if I let you guard break. Alright then.
Unforgivable!
Let's do some
Let's end this.
sort of skips. Because I'm gonna do the usual spam. That's the only way to actually do this.
You can't get away.
No matter.
I'll take you down instantly. I'll teach you discipline.
Oh god, she guard broke. Ah, why'd she guard break here? It's like one of the worst times ever to guard break.
I've got this. Impress me by dodging this.
What?
Go!
No matter.
Can you feel the power?
Did she guard
could
broken?
you?
I don't know, I wasn't expecting that to
could
go
you?
happen again. And Fett died, everyone. Fett died.
How could I?
Fett died, everyone. Fett died. Okay, I completely underestimated this fight.
If I can bring...
Right. Noir has IF behind her, and I believe IF has got a revive move, haven't you? Yes. Right, I don't need that one on. Get that on and get her ready to come in. I've done the move with her, okay. Right, what's the best way to use her? 3 triangles and an X. Excellent.
Can you feel the power? This one will hurt.
What?
You can beg for mercy, but I won't listen.
Yeah, I do need to switch. On the plus
I'm
side,
not done, but fine.
yeah, don't worry, Noir, you're gonna be back eventually.
I'm glad you depend on me.
Right, so let's just
I won't miss my target.
not use too many points,
This is pretty powerful.
but I still need her for
I'll get you.
the revive. So if I remember correctly, it's
Take it
from
home.
defending or ending a turn. There we
Come on,
go.
we've got this. How can I get my revenge?
There we go. Fert is back and she needs to transform again. Oh, goody. Excuse me, everyone. Excuse me. Didn't mean to let that go out.
Back down.
I'm glad I didn't actually look what was going on then. Wait, what's the best way for her to switch back then? I don't think I added a switch onto IF, did I? I haven't! Excellent, that's great to know. Can we just do that? Yeah. Shows how much I've fully prepared the background characters, isn't it?
You better give me something later for switching.
No, I'm not. I'm not IF, I'm not.
Took you long enough.
Sorry!
Impress me by dodging this.
I didn't mean to take forever.
This one will
Noir.
hurt.
I would kind of like to be third.
How could I?
Never mind, I don't want to be third anymore because she just died again. Ah, jeez.
I'm backing out for now. It's all you.
I'm glad you depend on me. Did you think that was it? Too bad.
Could you know, yep, thank you. I want her back on her feet.
Considerate. It's healing.
Oh, excellent! Thank you. She healed. I see that there. I see that. Her region has went out. Does she have a? No, she doesn't. She can't regen out inside battles. Well, that's troubling. That's greatly troubling.
If I
And now I need to wait for her to... For a guard point to go back up. Great, great. Because I know for a fact, if I just defended now, she would wipe out the party. I mean, we've already seen Fert die twice. But meanwhile, she's weak now. Now of all the people to die, it's not going to be Net. Or maybe Net. Who knows? God damn it, she didn't use it because she's got to be 80% HP, I believe. It's 70% or more. She's only like, what, just above 50 because she didn't use the thing. Do you have a... You do have a... What's it called? This one, Crit Pod. You need to hit 30 HP or less, that's never happening, so... May as well switch you.
don't think I won't be watching.
I'll end this fast.
I'm glad you ruined this first because I'm going to need your support.
Shall I?
I need that bonus stats now. And then you can defend. I didn't even see. Oh! Noir, can you finish this off?
Can you feel the power?
She may finish this off.
Impress me by dodging this. This one will hurt.
No matter.
I'll teach you discipline.
Is this the final blow?
I got this with all my power.
I think it is the final. Yep, it's definitely going to be the last.
You ready?
There we go. click of a finger to defeat for the battle to end.
I've surpassed the existence of a goddess. But why?
That was great exercise.
Oh my god, that XP!
Level up.
Everyone's leveled up.
Looks like I leveled up.
She leveled up twice. So she.
I'm stronger, I think.
You think, Blank?
Yay! I leveled up! Ooh, my level went up.
That's the same amount of experience. I'm guessing there's post-game stuff.
Did we get her now?
It doesn't really feel like it, does it?
Drat! When she turned into the dragon, I thought she was gonna offer me half the world or something.
Neptune, Neptune.
I don't think she'd say that when her goal was to destroy the world.
I mean, would you really have accepted if she said that? I think that's a game over. Of course not. Not in front of everyone else, anyway. You're way scarier than R4.
Nep Nep and Diffie, we shouldn't let down our guard. We don't know if she's really gone or not. My grandpa always said, what appears twice, appears a third time.
I think it's gone way beyond that, Compa.
That dragon was the third. I really don't think that saying means anything. You sure you memorized it right?
Compa is correct, though. Most of your powers are drained.
Another fight would be kinda rough. It'd be great if we could find out whether or not R4's done for.
There is a way, but it may take about 3 days.
That again? Can't you, feel the change within yourself? Ugh, whatever, I'll look for you. So, can you transform?
Please be gentle with me. Because it would be very bad if you stain it, smudge the writing, tear a page, drool.
We'll just fight her if she comes back again.
So you say, but if R4 reappears, she will probably be even more powerful.
It's fine, don't worry. We'll keep training so we'll always be stronger.
How determined. You're so dependable, Iffy. I suppose I can stop worrying now. No matter when R4 returns or how many monsters exist out there, Iffy is going to take care of it all.
What? Don't make it sound like I'm gonna do everything. We're a party, so we do it together.
Save it for a rainy day. It's best to prepare in case R4 comes back in the future.
That'll only make me restless. If I was all prepared and then nothing happened, I'd always be worried. Only the ones worried should get prepared.
That's not true. It's something my grandpa said and he's always right.
Think of it like this. You leave your umbrella at work in case it rains. What if it rains while you're at home?
Then I'd feel silly for wasting my time worrying, but...
What if it was snow and hail and cats and dogs and fire and meteorites at the same time?
Then I wouldn't go outside. I'm sorry, but I'm getting a little hungry.
I thought I'd hear Nep say that before anyone else. Should we get going?
Are there other buildings or popular tourist spots in Celestia? I want to take this chance to see them all.
Any place we can eat? It's strange, though. We shouldn't really get hungry in Celestia. That only applies to goddesses. They do not get sick, nor do they age while in Celestia.
That's crazy. If there were a land in Celestia, the CPU presiding over that place would be the most important one.
I saw Neptune's eyes there. Shit, they lighted up from that.
We're back on solid ground at last. What should we do now? It would be nice to go somewhere we could have a meaningful discussion.
Let's go to Compa's. It's not too far from here.
Why my place all the time? It's so small. I think we should go to Planetune Basilicom.
I agree with Kampa. It is Neptune's Basilicom, so I am certain they would serve us tea and snacks upon request.
Aw, but I haven't been there since I got my memory back. It's gonna be all flavors of awkward. I don't know if I'm ready. It's cozy at Kampa's. I know where she hides all her most yummy snacks, too.
You do? Then, no way am I letting you in. The Basilicom is much more spacious and comfortable.
Hold up! Why not last station's Basilicom? It's way better than Planetoon's. It's future-proof. My room's spacious, too. I've got cute dessert cakes and expensive organic blended teas.
That's no better than my Basilicom and Lean Box. We have our own personal pâtissier, along with an open terrace, which we may need to dust off since I haven't used it in a while.
Louise' Basilicom is always warm and cozy. It's a little far, but I'd rather talk in a place I'm familiar with.
I think we should just go to Planetoon's since it's the closest.
Jeez, that's not a good reason. Man, I don't want to go.
And so they all end up at Plumputune's back of Silicon, don't they? Of course.
I'm back. Or, nice to meet you. Hi, I'm the CPU Nep, Purple Heart.
Huh? Is that really you, Lady Purple Heart? That voice!
Lady Purple Heart! We've been very worried about you. We're so glad you're safe. Where have you been all this time, my lady? Who are these people with you?
Oh, friends.
Friends? They must also be from Celestia, then.
Oh, can we borrow a room where we can talk in private?
Certainly. Whatever has happened, you must all be exhausted. We will offer as much service as we can. Please, make yourselves comfortable.
I'm glad we could all settle down for once. I'm feeling a little out of it.
But there's still lots of stuff to do, even after defeating R4.
The monsters summoned by all the world's heretics. They will not go away, even if R4 is gone.
That's right, the monsters!
Never fear. I, the Tome, and the 4 goddesses shall take care of everything. With their powers combined, they are as powerful as the true goddess with my consent.
True goddess? Something about the idea and execution balance?
Yes, a goddess can overwrite the Tome's records. In other words, she can change the world. She's able to alter the world so that monsters do not exist.
True, it'd be swell to get rid of the monsters like that, but wouldn't that kind of feel like cheating?
How? We're just utilizing the true power of a goddess to wipe out the monsters. You're one of the 4 CPUs. How is using your power cheating?
I agree with Nep. Iffy, the goddesses should never resort to a quick, easy solution.
It's about putting your powers to use. Do you actually want to do this on your own?
Of course. They are monsters invading my land. Doesn't matter who did it or why. I want to crush them. This is where we all must stand up and defeat the monsters ourselves, to make sure it's done right.
Yeah, that. Those are the words I wanted to have come out. Kampa, you agree, right?
I don't know. It'd be great if we could get rid of the monsters quickly, but I see where you're coming from too.
Who cares about the method? All that matters is that they're gone. You two gotta put your pride away.
I'm in agreement with Lady Blackheart. Monsters are troubling the people. We should do this quickly.
An even split. I thought everyone would like my idea. Can you tip the scales, Whiteheart?
I don't care, so long as the monsters are gone. If you really want to fight them yourselves, then we'll just write out the monsters from Louis and Last Station's records.
Well, I knew that. Why don't we try it? That sounds like an ideal solution.
You two really fine with it? Who knows when we'll cooperate again? This might be our last time. At least, I'm not thinking about doing it again anytime soon.
You two should give up. Isn't the peace of your citizens more important than your pride? Fine. Yes, Iffy, you are right. I'll accept the offer for Leanbox, too.
Nope, I pass. We'll all take care of Planetoon together, right?
If Nep is this determined, I'm okay with it. Let's keep this party until you're satisfied.
Your school won't reopen until the monsters are gone, you know. The longer it takes to get rid of them, the longer it'll take for you to graduate. Is that okay with you?
Are my priorities backwards?
I think so. You're gonna be one of those adult students who look silly in a class full of teenagers.
I will become an adult student? But I can't leave Nep.
Oops, sorry, Compa. I totally forgot about your schooly wooly.
You know what? So did I. I completely forgot the nurse school thing.
Fine. If Compa can graduate and not become an adult student, I'm willing to help.
No, that was easy, simple.
Nep, thank you.
Good to know it's a happily ever after ending.
But there we go. And my timer has stopped, I see.
How do we overwrite the tome's records?
Put one of each of your hands on me and pray. The four of you are now one. Link your thoughts, or it will not work.
Link my thoughts? With these stupid archetypes?
I can see this is gonna go down now.
Put yourselves in my shoes. The three of you ganged up on me and pushed me off Celestia. I'm traumatized.
I feel bad about it thinking back. We weren't exactly rational.
Let's just put that aside for now. We should concentrate on this first.
It's not that easy. We've been clawing at one another until just recently.
It's gotten better since we teamed up against R4, but I think we've still got some bitter feelings inside. We spent way too long fighting each other.
I don't know about that. You're all thinking too much. We should just let bygones be bygones.
Hello? I'm the victim, you know? Don't make it seem so lighthearted. But, well, we're sorta in a crisis. I'll forget about it for now. You owe me lots of snacks, though. Let's work together and end this.
Oh, Neptune snacks? Ew. Like you need it.
Then help me out, and we'll call it Squaresies. How's that grab ya?
That's not how it works, Neptune. This is about our feelings. We can't just turn them on or off like a switch.
Everyone, please think about the good things your fellow CPUs offer, as well as yourself. I know you can do this. Your thoughts can coincide if you all focus on one another's positive attributes. Yeah, okay. I think I get what my and everyone else's strengths are. We'll totally get along. Thanks bunches, Isti. We'll be A-okay. Let's erase the monsters from this world.
Yes!
Sure.
okay?
And is everything all okay now?
I will be returning to Celestia. What are all of you planning to do? It is all right if you desire to remain here and settle things in your own lands, but please, make sure to return soon.
Actually, the four of us already brainstormed. We're all gonna stay right here. We want to quit being CPUs.
What? Quit your jobs as goddesses? That is not even possible. Who will create the next goddess? Who will become the current goddess?
Please calm down. We actually wanted to ask you a favor regarding that. Give the full powers of a goddess to the one who succeeds us. This will return the world to its original state.
Hold on, are you serious? You're all declaring your resignations?
I'm not all that surprised. Goddess or human, Nep Nep is still the same. Are you sure though, Nep Nep?
You betcha. I want to be just like Iffy and Kampa.
I understand. Then, please, put all your powers inside of me.
There. Sucks I can't transform anymore, but we don't need to since the monsters are all gone.
Ugh, crap! Now I have to walk all the way back to my basilicom. I'll get sweaty. I should have done this after I got back.
We all do. Your personality is rubbing off on me. I didn't plan ahead at all.
Well, what does that mean? I'm always thinking of future-proofing.
Perhaps this is because we all share some of R4's personality traits. Speaking of, wouldn't that make us sisters?
Yuck. You, outsider, you've got a cell phone, right? Let me call the guild from here.
Hey, no fair! You think you can just get picked up?
Kampa, Iffy, and I will take you all back.
That's right. Now that you're ordinary citizens, I'm a bit worried to leave you alone.
I wish you luck. Please help your lands as much as you can, as humans.
Alrighty, you got it. If you see us being naughty, feel free to zap us with some divine lightning or something.
Okay, you can count on it.
And so they're no longer goddesses. Their surname seems a real
Thus,
weird.
the long-fought console war came to an end. After their deaths, nobody remained who knew the truth. It was forgotten as a legend from the past, as peace was brought upon the world. No one knows whether it was due to their efforts or not, but it is said all those on game industry lived happily ever after.
The end. That really doesn't actually feel like an ending now. But there you go, there you go. You got all the Japanese voices there for who played who. But I've actually finished Neptunia. This is amazing. I've finished this game. I can't even speak that I've finished it. This Let's Play started in what, September 2014? That was like over 2 years ago. But here we are. The game is all finished. It doesn't really feel that real, but there we go. I did enjoy this game, but it does have a lot of issues and flaws. Such as for the fact the story of getting the key fragments dragged on and on and on. Literally, most of the game is just going to each land, finding more information about the key fragments, which we're technically not doing. We just end up going into other problems. Which is why I like the Rebirth games, which are basically remakes of this one and the other two in the first trilogy. and for the record, the second game does sort of like reboot this. Like, it pretty much restarts from the beginning of how each character... Although all the characters are pretty much the same, the story's pretty much back from the beginning. How did it all start? Although with Breath 1 it's still this story, but it's done a lot better. Like, it's not as dragged on at all. I have played it for quite a bit, so I do know how it works. Are these credits already over? For an RPG, those credits lasted quickly. Is there like an after scene credit thing going on now? Or is it going to take me to the menu?
Huh? We get more screen time? What's this? Intermission? A commercial?
But that was the ending. This must be our chance to say a more personal farewell. A good beginning makes a good ending. All's well that ends well. The start and finish are the most important things.
But we didn't get an opening greeting. Well, should we wrap things up?
Thank you for all the adventures. I know we weren't the best at times, but thank you for leveling us up.
I didn't actually level you guys up.
We'll see you again someday. Well, at least the next time you play the game. Make sure to raise my stats to the max.
That's not happening, IF. That's never happening. I'm sorry.
Thank you so much for everything. Keep playing until your thumbs fall off.
No, Joe, I'm not doing that.
That said, I'll see you in the game. Bye-bye.
That's quite nice. You got those 3 characters to say goodbye. That's quite something completely different to how credits end. I like that. I also like that picture. And it says thank you for playing. Oh, that's just wonderful, isn't it? Now, I believe this game has a new game plus. Does it? I think it does. Yes. Sure, why not? That's gonna start the whole game again. I don't know what I'm doing. I should be ending this now. Just thought I'd add this on the end of the video before, you know, we end the Let's Play and everything. There's a few other things I'd just like to talk about, because instead of starting like a new game plus, which by the way does keep the same levels as before, but obviously it starts the game from the beginning, you don't have any of the characters with you. But besides Compa, because you start with Compa Neptune. But anyway, I just would like to talk about the game itself. Now, I did say earlier on, I believe, that there were other endings, and I do know what the other endings are. There's only that, like, about, what, 2? With one of them having, like, 4 different versions of it or something like that. Is it 4? No, it's 3. Learn to count now. Anyway, the first ending is basically Neptune may not ever recover memories, because I believe that thing is pretty much optional. And basically what happens at the end is, you don't fight True R4, but she just lives peacefully with IF and Compa hunting the monsters. So, not peacefully at all. I don't know why I said peacefully. Because basically, as we saw at the end of... Well, as we saw at the ending, I don't know what's... as we saw at the end on the ending, basically, all these CPUs combined together to get rid of the monsters. But obviously, with none of the other CPUs joining on, that would never happen. So, there you go. They just go and hunt the rest of the monsters, and eventually clear the path. The other ending is basically, I'm not sure if this works with all this, if you have two of the 3 CPUs, but if you create one of the CPUs, then at the end you still don't fight True R4, and the CPU you pick will go back to Celestia. But Neptune, I believe, decides to stay? And I'm not sure if she just ends up being like the CPU of Plantune, or she just goes hunting with Compa and IF do. No wait, in fact, I don't believe they do. IF and Compa just go on a hunting adventure on their own. Now, I don't know if this works if you have 2 CPUs, but obviously if you create all the CPUs, then we saw what happened in that ending. But regardless, that's what happened. Overall, I think the game was quite good, although it does have issues, so I guess I'll rate it about above average, maybe? The combat gameplay I did sort of like, although it didn't make sense at times. I mean, regarding we didn't have that, what they call the element stuff with the bullets, that didn't really work, at least against our characters, when like Neptune IF, etc. When a monster did like a fire attack, which you could sort of tell when they do them, because of how the attack looks, it basically does the same amount of damage regardless if you were assisted to fire or not, so that's pretty much one gameplay feature that's completely broken, so you could pretty much ignore that and just focus on stats. And what else was there? Of course, they got the item system, which was kind of interesting, but it did make a lot of things difficult, like for example wanting the revive. You had to check a character's item skill, put it at 100%, and then get into a position where they will actually use said skill. And it can get quite annoying as opposed to just picking up an item and use it in battle. The story itself though was quite messy, I believe. I mean, once we got in for the key fragments, that just took on forever and forever and forever, or at least it felt like forever to me. I mean, like, we were trying to get the key fragment in last station, and then suddenly the game wants us to travel to Louis or Leanbox or Plumpytoon. When we were still looking for the key fragment for last station, it just didn't really make that much sense to me. Why would we go to another land when we're still trying to get the key fragment for the land you're on? And then you don't end up getting them at all for like many hours later, and you end up just doing solving other problems, which, not that I don't mind solving the other problems, that's not my main issue, it's the fact just more problems just kept piling on, and then suddenly a key fragment just connected to it all. It just didn't really flow well at all. But anyway, I'm adding too much time onto this now. That's pretty much all I wanted to say. The game I really did enjoy, and although it was a letdown, I will be playing the other games in the series, like the Rebirth ones, which are the remakes, which do sort of play differently to these, sort of being a lot. But I won't be doing that anytime soon, no doubt. Probably a bit more further into the future, after probably like another 10 Let's Plays or so. Not that I'm counting or anything, no. No. It could be another 50 odd Let's Plays before I end up going back to Neptunia, who knows? Depends how I feel, but it won't be anytime soon. I can assure you of that. But anyway, I've rambled on. So thank you everyone for watching, and have a glorious day. When we return, who knows what game I will pick next. Until then everyone, bye bye.